Hello year 4, welcome back. This week we're going to be learning about perpendicular and parallel lines. Okay, so to start us off, we first of all just need to recap what a right angle is. Okay, and if we remember from last week, okay, a right angle is when two straight lines meet at a point, okay, at an angle like a square. Okay, so a square has 4 right angles. Okay, and if you remember from last week, we were using either a bit of paper to check if it's a right angle or a ruler. Okay, just to check for those angles. Okay, so if we have a look at this, so our definition for today's lesson, okay, is to do with perpendicular lines. Okay, so this is our new key vocabulary for this week. So perpendicular lines is when two straight lines meet at a right angle. Okay, so when there is a right angle, okay, the two lines that have met together are called perpendicular. Okay, so for example, okay, our square, okay, has perpendicular lines, okay, because they're meeting at right angles. Things like a book, okay, for example, I've got 4 right angles, okay, so this line and this line are perpendicular, okay, I've got something larger here, a tray or a box, okay, so this line and this line are perpendicular because they're meeting at that right angle, etc. Okay, so I have for us 3 different angles. Okay, I'd like you just to pause the video quickly, have a look at these 3 angles, which one is perpendicular, okay, which ones have perpendicular lines and which ones do not. Okay, so hopefully you identified this angle, so the right angle, to have perpendicular lines. Okay, so this line and this line are perpendicular to each other, okay, because they meet at that right angle. Okay, this angle and this angle do not have perpendicular lines, okay, because when the two straight lines meet, okay, it's not at a right angle. Okay, and if I wasn't sure about that, I could use my bit of paper, okay, or my ruler to check. Okay, but these two are not right angles, so the lines are not perpendicular. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to draw 2 sets of lines, okay? And when I draw each line, I'm going to name it, basically. Okay, so this first line, okay, I'm going to name AB, okay? So this is line AB. I put the A at the beginning, B at the end, okay? Then I'm going to draw a second line, which I'm going to call CD. Okay, so that's my first set of lines, which I'll come back to. Now I'm going to draw another set. Okay, this set I'm going to call EF. Okay, and I wonder if you can guess what I'm going to call my last line, GH. Okay, now I'm going to look at each set, okay, and we're going to see if we can identify which lines are perpendicular. Okay, remembering that perpendicular is when two straight lines meet at a right angle. Okay, so I can use my bit of paper to help me identify if they are right angles. Okay, so obviously here I've got 4 different angles. Okay, when I use my bit of paper, okay, they are right angles. Okay, so that means that the line AB is perpendicular to the line CD. Okay, and rather than writing that out in a big long sentence, okay, I can just write AB, this symbol, and then CD. Okay, so basically it's just looks like an upside down T. Okay, but basically it's just got 2 right angles there. Okay, so, and this would mean that the line AB is perpendicular to CD. Okay, if I then have a look at my lines EF and GH, okay, we'll see if they're perpendicular. No, they are not perpendicular. Okay, so I don't need to write anything for that one, okay, because the lines EF and GH are not perpendicular. Okay, right, now you're going to have a bit of a go before I give you your task for today. So here okay, I have some lines. So I've got line AB, CD, EF and GH, okay. I'd like you to pause the video and see if you can work out which line is perpendicular to AB. Okay, so you're looking for the line that is perpendicular to AB. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so basically using my bit of paper, I'm going to check along. Okay, so if I start with CD, if I put my piece of paper there, okay, that shows me that that is a right angle. Okay, so the line CD is perpendicular to the line AB. Okay, I can check the others, okay, quickly. That one is not perpendicular and neither is that one. Okay, so the line AB is perpendicular to the line CD. Okay, right, now it is your turn. So you can find a copy of this on the Learning PowerPoint. Okay, but I've given you 3 questions to have a go at today. Okay, the first question, okay, you just need to tick which lines are perpendicular. Okay, then giving you some letters. Okay, you need to circle the letters that do have perpendicular lines. Okay, and then finally question number 3. Okay, I've drawn for you 4 different shapes. Okay, and then I've labelled each line of the shape. So for example, this first shape, okay, I've got the line AB, BC, CD and DA. Okay, and your task is to name all the pairs of perpendicular lines for the shapes below. The first one I've done for you. Okay, so this line here, AB, is perpendicular to BC. Okay, meaning that these 2 lines, when they meet, okay, there is a right angle there. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one, okay, there are 2 perpendicular lines. Okay, same with the fourth shape here. The third shape, there's only 1 perpendicular line. Okay, so check back tomorrow where I'll be going through the answers.
Go. Hello and welcome back to today's Fluent in 5, day 1. So, what we're going to do today, you've got 5 questions to do in 5 minutes. Again, these questions, we haven't told you whether to do them mentally or use a written calculation. So pause the video, set yourself a 5-minute timer, have a go and then come back and we will go through the answers. So hopefully you had a go at that. What we're going to do, we're going to reveal all the answers first so you can check, and then if there are any that you've got wrong or you're unsure of how to work them out, I will go through those answers next. So A, we had 243 times 10, so our answer there is 2,430. B, we've got 6 times 7, which is 42. C, 3/4 of 28 is 21. D, 43 times 7 is 301. And E, 1,664 add 3,349 is 5,013. So, A, this is one that I would have used a mental calculation for. So I know that when I times a number by 10, I move each digit 1 space to the left, giving me my answer 2,430. B, again another one I'd have done mentally. If you know your 6 or your 7 times table, you will just simply be able to count up to 42. C, if we have a go at doing 3/4 of 28, if I have my whole here, I know that is 28. Because my denominator is 4, I know I need to split my whole into 4 equal parts, and I need to find the value of 3 of those. So to find out what 1/4 would be, I need my 28 and I'm going to divide it by 4. So 1/4 would equal 7. So to find 3/4, I know 1/4 is 7, so to find 3 lots of that, I need to do 7 times 3, which will equal 21. Okay, so D, we've got 43 times 7. So 3 ones times 7 ones is 21 ones. Ooh, so I've got my 20 ones I'm regrouping for 2 tens and my 1 1. Then I've got 4 tens times 7, which is 28 tens. Add my 2 is 30 tens. So I'm regrouping my 30 tens for 300, giving me the answer 301. And then finally, we've got 1,664 and 3,349. 4 ones, add 9 ones is 13 ones. I've got 6 tens, add 4 tens is 10 tens, add 1 10 is 11 tens. Then 600 add 300 is 900, add my regrouped 100 is 10 hundreds. 1,000 add 3,000, add 1,000 is 5,000. So my answer there, 5,013. Make sure you come back tomorrow for day 2's Fluent in 5.